just escaping their life.
Yeah, I know that you can change your life within an hour a day.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. It's just a small commitment. But again, it's this whole permission. Like someone is waiting for God to shout down the cloud saying, there we go, this is the moment. God's not going to do that. God has placed something in your heart. And you know he has because that idea came out of nowhere. But guess what? Ideas use you as much as you use them. They are only...
That clip goes into the whole I'll pray for you thing that was mentioned in this clip that I had used in this video from Emery, and even was talked about by the lady in these clips. She calls it Fix It Jesus People, and she also mentions the I'll pray for you thing as well.
Well, you can drug him. And over time, we were fascinated to find out, well, he doesn't like learning. Well, no kidding. No, that boy probably loved learning. If you put him in an environment that's actually conducive to the God-given, interests and impulses they have, I think we're already finding out that kids are starting to become more commonly accepted. But what we did was we drug young boys. So we created a new system was his life. How many Jesus did you give it?
And I'm pretty sure Dr. Umar and plenty of other people have talked about this throughout the years.
For the various needs, because no one cares about a country that they deem is third world, or strict and poverty. As you can see, they go after, like we stated, the middle class, they go after the poor. There is a reason that they do that. So for a while, it's been alleged, especially when the earthquake happened, a lot of these people took the liberty and the opportunity to take a lot of the kids that were displaced from their parents and bring them to these type of situations. Okay, I want you to understand that. Or to sell them to people.
Hillary Clinton's State Department gave favorable treatment to, quote, friends of Bill Clinton after devastating Haitian earthquake. This is according to the newly released emails that we are seeing.
In 2010, we had an earthquake that killed 315,000 people. President Obama named Bill Clinton as the one who should be in charge of the reconstruction of Haiti. The Clinton Foundation contributed about $14.3 billion. We're talking about $1 billion. The Haitian people has not seen not even 2% of that money. Nothing was done in Haiti. And they control Haiti, and they have been controlling Haiti since 1994 when they invaded Haiti. I was always in contact with U.S. officials. One of the person that came to see me in Haiti and talked to me for about 4 hours was ex-former Congressman Bill Richardson. A week later, a messenger from the U.S. Embassy came to me with a message from Bill Clinton, offered to buy me out, make me the richest man in Haiti.
Okay.
I refused. I said, tell Mr. Clinton, I am not for sale.
Okay.
A week later, my visa was revoked by executive order from Bill Clinton.
Sir,
I mean, what the Clinton have done
Okay, so wait a minute, hold up.
in Haiti is unbelievable, and the American people should know about it.
that you've taken from certain countries that treat certain groups of people so horribly. Why don't you give back the money? I think it would be a great gesture. I was in Little Haiti the other day in Florida, and I want to tell you, they hate the Clintons because what's happened in Haiti with the Clinton Foundation is a disgrace.
Clinton Foundation just announced on Saturday that it's going to be cutting its programs in Haiti and splitting them into separate entities because it occurred just...
Okay, so anywho, I've mentioned before how when I was in Cali, I met plenty of dumped out foster kids, street kids who have been adopted from other countries. This is something I've always talked about, but like after running away, I got to meet a couple of these people. One lady I met, she was dumped out and homeless every now and then. She's a foster kid. Her parents, she would tell me about how people would call them Morgan and Christina Ross and stuff like that. She was from New York, but her two siblings were adopted from Haiti. She would talk about how they would and there was this one time where they got in trouble for sneaking and eating uncooked pasta. So they were forced to scrub the basement with toothbrushes and stuff like that. Then there was this Asian dude I met who was, of course, treated worse than a dog by his rich white family that adopted him, and he'd been homeless since he had to run away for forever. But there's that. But then also, there's a related clip in here. Wait a minute. Picture right here that I have found on IG. Okay, here it is.
Every single time the United Nations lands anywhere, the next thing you know, people's children, boys and girls who are barely of age, but mostly from the 13, 14 age mark, all the way up to the 20s, right? All the different colored skinned people immediate become sex servants to the people who say that they've come to check if the hydroelectric.
And the earthquake part reminds me of when Allie Carter had said that she was supposed to be sacrificed as a baby, but she didn't because the different abusers had to run out of the caves underground because there was an earthquake that happened in Cali and the rocks were falling. And the last couple of screenshots could go into a lot of things that I talk about all the time for years on end now, but one thing that really comes to mind first is how I always say that predatory people are always the first ones that are going to help people. Quote unquote safe and healthy and financially stable people, they're not going to help people because just like that girl said in that one screenshot a couple of days ago, they don't want to be in the drama. And as I always say, they don't want to be involved. They know, they don't want anybody to be a burden either. They're also often clairvoyant, as you may be too if you're anointed or prophetic or quote-unquote empath. And plus, when it comes to some of them, they can easily tell when somebody's in a certain quote-unquote bad situation because they've been in that situation before themselves.